mean to raise up a generation that is mighty in battle. Do you know the battle belongs to the Lord, but the fight belongs to you? The battle is the Lord's, but you have to be in the fight. The battle is the Lord's, it's his battle. You remember David and Goliath? He sees this giant taunting. He sees the world, he hears the world taunting. And David comes to this battle with the Israelites, says, who's gonna shut this uncircumcised Philistine, this Philistine that has no covenant? Who's gonna shut him up? The world doesn't have a covenant with God, you do. You're the one that has a covenant with a covenant-keeping God. And if you see the covenant that you've entered into, you will fight, and God will take the battle. But you have to pick up a stone, and you can't afford to live in fear. I said the church has been wearing a mask way before COVID hit. We can't afford to be masked Christians, to be basket-headed Christians, not knowing who we are and what we carry. Jesus is the stone. The Holy Spirit is the wind. And if you dare to sling that, you'll drop a giant and pave a way for the world to see God is our victory. He is our victory, but you are heaven's champion.
Okay, so this is the first time that he really hones in on this, that you are heaven's champion. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but if you, for some people it sounds like a big deal. For some other people, they're like, whatever. But if you listen to the word usage to this entire thing, and again, admittedly, Todd comes from an entirely different theological stream than I do. So of course I'm going to have issues with him. I'm just trying to point this out so that you can see this as well. Okay. Regardless of what theological stream you're from, that you can kind of pick those things out as you hear it. I'm not saying you have to disagree with every pastor you listen to, or that you have to necessarily disagree with Todd, though I think that there was plenty of evidence to disagree with him. But you just need to listen for things and say, is this scripturally true? Does this line up? What you just watched was a short clip from one of our sermon reviews. If you're interested in the rest of the review, make sure you check out the link in the description below.